Starts of our next match of the day between Lancaster and Augusta. Again, we're in pool play. 2 sets to 25. All of them individually count. There's a kill on the far side for Kelsey Malden. And a 1-0 lead for Augusta. Again, 2 sets, each one individually to 25 will count in those standings to determine what bracket and all that good stuff you get in come Thursday and Fridays. Matter of fact, I think it's like 2 days of pool play almost. They played this one today, then they play another one tomorrow, and then Friday everybody gets put in the division that they're in. So it kind of, you narrow the field on the first day, and then you narrow it a little bit the second day, and then the third day everybody's kind of where they're at. And there are actually 4 divisions here this weekend, so they'll crown 4 different national champions in their respective divisions. There's an ace and a 2-0 lead for Augusta. As Emery Howell will get set to serve. Played to the far side and just bumped over there. And Malden's hit is out of bounds, and actually fairly lucky there for Sierra Brace, who took a swing at it but missed. It'll be a 3-1 lead now for Augusta. Back to serve for Lancaster is Taylor Martin, the junior for the Knights. That hit out of bounds, make it 3-2. Serve here played. Now back to the far side. Malden will set it over, and that will fall in at a 4-2 lead for Augusta. Serve here played now into that back line, just sent over. Back to the middle now and put down there by Lucy O'Keefe. A 4-2 lead for the Eagles. Let's play it back to the near side. Tipped over there by Brace. Sent over by Malden. And this tipped into the nets by Grace Alexander, make it a 5-3 lead now for the Eagles. As into the lineup for Lancaster is Brielle Roberson. So junior will check in into that front row. And the serve here by Ava Horner is into the net. And back over to Augusta it goes for Lucy O'Keefe, a 6-3 lead for the Eagles here. As O'Keefe continues to serve in set 1. These are not best of 3 matches. These are just 2 individual games to 25, and they all count separately in the standings. That back row hit into the net by O'Keefe. Make it 6-4. So Gianna Munoz, to serve almost smack in the middle of that back line. Play to the outside here, and that's a really nice kill by Julia Chase. Good set 2. And make it a 7-4 lead. And back to serve for the Eagles is Kelsey Malden, who has a really nice serve off basically the opposite side that most people end up serving. And there is an ace, that'll make it 8-4. The only thing for Kelsey is every now and then she doesn't quite carry through on the follow through, and it goes a little bit deep off that end line. But man, if she has that serve working. It's awfully difficult to return. There's another ace. It'll make it 9-4. And every now and then she'll pull the string too. Let's see what it is here. That would have been close to being out of bounds. I don't know if it would have completely been out or not. And it'll make it 10-4 off another ace and timeout to Lancaster. Take a brief timeout ourselves. Come back in a moment. You're watching the NACA.
Educating students.
Educating students.
To become servants of Christ. Servants of Christ.
Para llegar a ser servidores de Cristo.
To make a difference in today's world.
Faire une différence dans le monde d'aujourd'hui.
Einen Unterschied in der heutigen Welt zu machen.
Fazer uma diferença no mundo de hoje.
تغییر بدید دنیا را در این روزا.
Out of the timeout, Malden serves another ace and make it 11-4. By the way, coming up next, you'd think at this point I would have already just kind of earmarked this particular page, but for some reason I haven't thought that far ahead. And by the way, there is that deep serve from Malden that is out of bounds. So the service error will make it 11-5. At noon, Valley Escape will take on the Rock. As serve here will be played back to the middle, tipped over. Boy, nice play on the near side. Good stab at it by Taylor Martin, kept it alive, and a kill on the far side gets the point for Augusta, but that's good volleyball from the Knights to keep that play alive. 12-5, the lead now for Augusta, and back to serve for the Eagles is Grace Alexander. Back to the near side, and Martin will just put it across. And that tipped across and down by Judine Upinko. Now a 13-5 lead. Martin plays it back to the middle, and now sent across there by Arnold. Into the middle, my goodness. Good set by Pinko, and hammering that home is Julia Chase. Make it 14-5. Yes. Play back to the middle. That's actually a good initial ball, too, and that hit out of bounds by Martin. Make it 15-5. And there's an ace for Alexander, now 16-5. Serve here is out of bounds. Actually, really good job by the teammates of Lancaster's Sierra Brace to just kind of scream out that that was going to be deep. She did end up letting it go, and so we'll come back over to the Knights. 16-6, the lead for Augusta. As Kayla Dominguez serves it up for the Knights. And that hit out of bounds by Martin. Now 17-6. And there's an ace served up by Julia Chase. Another ace by Chase will make it 19-6. Here, played to the far side, put across there by Arnold. Back to the near side. A good kill off of that set by Emery Howe. Makes it 20-6. So Chase continues to serve here in this track down on the near side, sent back to the middle, and now bumped across by Martin. Set to the outside, put over there by O'Keefe. Bumped over now by Horner. And a kill by Kelsey Malden. (21-6). Yeah. It's another ace, makes it 22-6. Back across now, set to the far side. And a good kill from Lucy O'Keefe, now 23-6. Play back to the middle, and that tip just a little bit short from Emery Howe, makes it 23-7. And Lauren Arnold to serve here. That's an ace, makes it 23-8. Sent back to the far side, and a kill from O'Keefe, and we're up to set point here at 24-8. Served by Howe, back to the middle, now bumped over. Augusta will come back to the near side, and that will fall in for a kill for Lucy O'Keefe. So set one goes to Augusta, 25-8 over Lancaster. We'll take a break, come back with set two in a moment. You're watching the NACA tournament. So start of set number 2, and a kill for Lucio O'Keefe makes it 1-0, the lead for Augusta. And there's an ace served up by Judine Upinko. The Eagles will continue to serve here in set 2, all individual sets today. It's tipped across. And the Eagles, a little bit of miscommunication there, makes it 2-1. And back to serve for Lancaster is Ava Horner. Set to the outside, bumped across by O'Keefe. Sent over. We'll see what Augusta does with this. O'Keefe will just put it over. Sent to the outside. Good dig in the middle by Martin. And then will eventually fall in. A 3-1 lead now for Augusta. Serve here returned on one hit. Now Augusta to play it back to the near side. That hit out of bounds by Malden will make it 3-2. And that's served out of bounds by Gianna Munez. And back to serve for Augusta is Kelsey Malden, the senior. Played back to the middle and put over there by Emery Howe. And then we have 2 hits on Lancaster. That'll make it 6-2. And again, Malden will continue to serve. As that serve straight into the net, make it 5-3. So Sierra Brace with the serve here. Eagles trying to play it back in the middle, set across and down by Malden again. So that'll make it 6-3. So that's serving into that. Another service error makes it 6-4. So sophomore Lauren Arnold serve here for the Knights. Set back to the near side. That hit out of bounds by Jolie Burdette. Make it 6-5. And that tipped across and in, so I'll make it a 7-5 lead now for Augusta as we continue on in set number 2 after Augusta took set 1. So back to the middle and put across now. Play it back to the near side. That hit out of bounds. Make it head back over to the Knights here as Kayla Dominguez will get set to serve. Set back and then put into the net. We'll tie this up at 7. Set back on the near side, and that tipped across and down for Lucy O'Keefe. Now an 8-7 lead for Augusta's. Back in for Lancaster is Maggie Cates. Set back to the near side, and that actually gets set under the net, so it'll be tied up at 8. Back to serve for Lancaster is Taylor Martin, as the junior will try to give the Knights the lead here. Set back to the middle, and a good hit from Lucy O'Keefe. Kill will make it 9-8. Now set to the far side, that hit back into the net. Make it 10-8. And again, Opinko to serve. And an ace will make it 11-8. Set over now, set to the middle, and that hit in along the far side. So the kill for O'Keefe will make it 12-8. Serve here is played back across. Now the Eagles to work with it into that back line. Sent across there by Burdette. It's just set over, and the Knights with an opportunity here. And we have 2 hits on on Augusta's Rachel Paget. And Lancaster to serve. This is Ava Horner. Now Lancaster to play it. This dump back into the net. Make it a 14-9 lead for Augusta. Back in for the Eagles is Emery Howe, and the serve here by O'Keefe is returned back on one hit. Near side, Malden. It's played back to the outside. Put across, good dig along that back line by Brace. Sent down, and finally ricochets around it in. So now 15-9, the lead for Augusta. And again, Lucy O'Keefe to serve. And that returned into the net, so 16-9. Played back on the near side. Good tip across by Malden. That will make it now 17-9. That is in along that back line, and a timeout to Lancaster. 18-9 the lead for Augusta. Take a break. Back with more of set 2 in a moment. You're watching the NACA.
Can one choice change a life? When it's a big choice like choosing a college, it's safe to say yes. Put yourself in the shoes of a new student. You want teachers you can really learn from, classes you look forward to, friends who share your faith, and times you won't forget. But more than that, you want a college that prepares you to serve God with your life. Pensacola Christian College offers all this and more. Come see what a Christ-centered campus is like during college days at Pensacola Christian College. Visit pcci.edu for more info.
So that ace will make it 19-9. So fair play to the far side. That's bumped across. Now Augusta with it. Set to the outside, and Malden with another kill. That'll make it 20-9. I want to fill it for her after going off the top of that net. And that's serve into the net by O'Keefe. So the service error gives it back to Lancaster as Kayla Dominguez will check back in. 20-10 is the lead for Augusta. Serve played back on the near side. That goes off the top of the net. Now return back into the net and make it 21-10. Second straight service error for Malden has not been her best serving set so far today, but she's done plenty of other stuff here in this one. As Augusta leads at 21-11. That hit, I think it was just out, 21-12. It's played into the middle. Now an opportunity for the Knights. And a kill on the far side for Rachel Paget. 22-12 the lead for Augusta. We go down the stretch here in set 2. Serve here return back up front. Now set over, and that will fall in. Make it 23-12. And there's an ace. So here's set point at 24-12. Paget to serve here. And that is an ace, and that'll do it. 25-12 the final here in set 2 as Augusta takes a pair from Lancaster. Up next at noon today, Valley, I always want to say Valley View, but that's not right. Valley Escape against the Rock. That will be coming up here at noon in just a little bit. You've been watching the NACA National Tournament.